Nah, don't give me that. Your generation sat around with your participation medals wearing your vintage t-shirts. You guys never achieved anything. That was my Ben Affleck impression. Not very good, but it'll make sense in a second once we start talking about Runner starring Ben Affleck and Justin the Miscast Timberlake and The Killing Fields from Warner Brothers. So I'm going to set these down and take off my Ben Affleck track jacket. There we go. There we go. So how are you guys doing? How are you? Let's make it casual. Let's be casual. If you guys want, pause the video, go downstairs, grab like a chocolate milk, a soda pop, throw a couple ice cubes in there, grab a snack like a fruit roll up. I don't care, and then come back because we're gonna lower the tone down today. We're gonna relax a little bit. I'm wearing a Batman t-shirt. I mean, come on. We don't gotta get all crazy, you know. It's late. Let's just relax and watch reruns of Breaking Bad, which I did. Okay, we'll talk about that later. But first, let me cover these new Blu-rays I got. And both these are available right now. I've been slacking a little bit. I meant to make a video about both these like a week ago. Long story short about this one, this was actually sent to my parents' house where I used to live, and it was covered in about 3 feet of snow for about a week. That's why I didn't find it. So anyway, Runner stars Justin Timberlake, Ben Affleck. Justin Timberlake's kind of a poker genius, kind of a smart kid going to a nice Ivy League school. And, you know, just like every other movie, kind of like this one, especially like movies like 21 or a movie kind of like, I guess you could say, Boiler Room, which I like. You know, he wants to do something with his life, and he starts playing online poker to pay for his college tuition. He learns that somebody's cheating him, so he goes to visit Ben Affleck, the guy who owns the website, who's living down in South America. And I will say the best thing about this movie, before I talk about the negatives, is I did like Ben Affleck in this movie, even though he's kind of a one-dimensional bad guy. And what I mean by that is, every time he has an encounter with somebody, he always gives this like weird metaphor for everything. Rather than just talking to him, it's always like a metaphor. Like I just did in the opening of this. He's like, you know, you're like a bag of popcorn, you know? All the kernels are a little bit different, but they all have the same aftertaste. You know, that doesn't even make sense, but that's the kind of shit he says in this movie. But I did like Ben Affleck in this, and I think, you know, that guy definitely does have a screen presence about him. But Justin Timberlake, terribly miscast in this movie. And the thing about movies like this, and this is one characteristic I really enjoy about movies, is when they have that narrative overtone from the character kind of giving his inner thoughts or explaining something. You know, he's a little bit witty. He's like, no, that's not how you play poker. This is the way you play poker. Some people just don't understand. Society's 3 steps behind when I'm always ahead. He doesn't say anything like that. But when they do things like that, you know, I really like it. Like movies like Lord of War with Nicolas Cage. Check that movie out. It's good stuff. So anyway, yeah, but the thing with Justin Timberlake in this movie is when he's doing it, it's just cringeworthy. You're just like, shut up, Justin! Ah, look what you made me do! That was violent! I'm sorry, it's late. I'm all hopped up on fruit juice. Blu-ray picture quality's okay on this movie. I think this movie might have been shot with film. I don't know. It definitely, sometimes it looked like it was shot with digital, because I look at some of the nighttime scenes and they look a little bit like there's digital noise all over them. I'm not sure what this was shot on, but the Blu-ray picture quality is sufficient, but it definitely didn't look, it didn't blow me away by any means. So, what else about this movie? Yeah, this movie, it kind of felt like it would have came out in 2001. Like, that's the originality of this movie. Like, it's already been done before, and they're just kind of redoing it again. Gemma Adderton? I don't know. This chick is hot. Like, that's all I'm going to say. She's hot. But a lot of the characters, a lot of their motivations, a lot of the plot's convoluted. It tries to be clever, like Justin Timberlake's 2 steps ahead of everyone throughout the movie. But it just comes across as like, so how did that happen? That didn't make any sense. Okay. So it's one of those movies, you know, it's one of those movies you might watch on cable at 3 o'clock in the morning, watch 45 minutes of it, you fall asleep, you wake up in a pool of your own drool, and then you go brush your teeth and go to bed. Or in my case, I'm too lazy to brush my teeth, so then I just go to bed. And next up is The Killing Fields from Warner Brothers. Now, this is a digibook, and I really like the way this looks. I like that yellow right there. I got a thing for yellow. I don't know what that means, but really nice digibook. Open this thing up, and this came out a week and a half ago or so. But really nice. And this is basically about, this is based on true events about a journalist who goes to Cambodia during a civil war. And I just want to say this movie is brutal. Like, it's a little bit depressing and very realistic, but definitely depressing. So if you guys are like, you know, in an upbeat mood, you don't want to kill with this movie, because there's like one scene where he's walking across this field and there's all these skulls and skeletons laying around, but it's shot so realistically because things like this actually did go down, and it's just like, whoa, okay. So as far as the Blu-ray picture quality goes, have no complaints. I like the way it looks. The movie came out in the early 1980s, so much like many movies pre like 1998, I would say, it has a very kind of gritty, raw feel to it. It doesn't look overly polished. They're not trying to, you know, hide things. They're putting it right there in your face. Okay, so brutality is what I want to describe this movie, but nevertheless entertaining, and winner of 3 Academy Awards and nominated for 7, so it's a quality movie, really nice digibook. Also, I came up with a new t-shirt design, and now somebody left this in the comments one day. They're like, you should do a Back to the Future parody, and I did it. I have to order one of the t-shirts for myself, but I'll put an image of that right here, link down below if you guys want to check that out. And keep in mind, anybody who picks up one of my shirts, if you send me a picture, I'll share the picture. You send me a video, I'll share the video with a shout out to you, whatever you want me to say. And speaking of that, I want to give a couple shout outs right now to a couple cool kids who picked up a few of my t-shirts. And one day I will send you an invitation when I become a billionaire to my mansion. I will have you greeted at the front door by a butler. And by butler, I mean a Victoria model wearing lingerie, holding like a jar of pickles just for your delight. So would you want that? Yeah, I'd want that. So anyway, the first shout out goes to JT Clegg for picking up my American Psycho I Have to Return Some Videotapes t-shirt. Look at this guy. He's excited right there. And the next one goes to Jamie Green, who picked up one of my Flick Pick kind of Batman vintage style t-shirts with my face screaming on it. So thank you for supporting me and wearing a little picture of my head on your shirt. And if anybody asks, like, what is that, Jamie? You're just like, yeah, that's a Flick Pick. He's like, you know, blah, 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 and just kind of mumble and run away. And they're like, what's happening? Call the cops, honey. So anyway, thank you, Jamie. And last but not least, the next shout out goes to Andrew Corsan, who has a YouTube channel. I'll put a link down below to that. Check him out.
What's up, guys? Andrew Corsan here. I just got my Flick Pick t-shirt. I got this specific Flick Pick t-shirt with the bat symbol on it because I'm a huge Batman fan. I've loved Batman my entire life. I'm pretty sure John has as well because he talks about it all the time. And thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
So anyway, Andrew, thank you for doing that. By the way, I literally was looking at your Blu-rays in the back trying to read each one, but there was a little glare on them, so I couldn't. So anyway, thank you, Andrew. And next topic of discussion will be, and this is where it gets a little bit dark, and I got a lot of comments lately. John, make more live videos, make more live vlogs. Like, I want to. I truly have, and I slacked for a couple weeks there. I'll tell you why. January is a depressing time to me. Shit movies consistently come out. I don't even want to see them. So as far as the movie reviewing department goes, it's like you guys won't see a lot of videos of reviewing movies in January. And another thing is I was addicted to going to the gym almost every day. I went every day to the point where it started to hurt. And then I was like, I don't care if it hurts. I'm taking some caffeine supplements, and I'm going to go back the next day. They got a sauna. I need it. Plus, they got chicks in yoga pants. So, you know, it was getting to the point where I had my earbuds in. I was all pulsating. I was listening to, like, the Dark Knight Rises soundtrack, especially Bane's theme. And, one day I brought the Bane mask in my duffel bag just in case I was feeling a little bit violent and wanted to snap someone's spine. And just like, Mr. Wayne! And then everyone starts looking at me, and I'm like, okay, and I just leave, and they call the cops, and I get yeah. Anyway, I am cutting back a little bit, gonna dedicate more time to videos, and especially the live aspect of things. Now, I do a lot of live what do I even call these things? Flickin' Live. We'll call them that from now on. I do a lot of those, and I want to do more. I want to do a lot more, and I want to make that a very regular thing, and I want to really put a lot of time and energy into it, so I'm going to try to, I'm cultivating a plan. So that's coming soon, and now I feel like doing one right now, because live hangouts, that's like my thing. That's what I like to do, because I hate editing videos, but if I can sit there and just talk to you, we're good to go. I'll do it all day long. But I do want to kind of polish them up a little bit, kind of find some kind of, I don't know, you know, try to focus it here and there a little bit, and then just do the whatever at part of it. So that's definitely in the works, so look out for that. So I think that covers everything, guys. So that's a quick video talking about some new Blu-rays, a few shout-outs, and some random stuff that, I don't know. Does it affect your life? Probably not, but hey. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and let me know your thoughts, your opinions down below. I'll see you guys next time.